I'll start in a minute, guys. Be a little patient. Just gotta do something. Here we go. Okay. All right, I'm here. Okay, so you know what? You know what? Oh no, I thought it was gonna start later than I figured, but oh no, it ended pretty early than I expected. Just yeah, I just finished it like 2 minutes ago, 2 or 5 minutes ago. Okay. Um, Blinded. I don't know if Blinded's gonna make it. I'm gonna let you all know. No, I don't know if Blinded's gonna make it tonight, but all right, so I just got finished episode 5 and 6 of Daredevil, Born Again. This is a spoiler review, so this is right off the episodes. Not even 10 minutes. Not even 10 minutes in. So if you've seen the episodes, you know what I know I'm talking about. If you don't care about spoilers, then yeah, stay. If you care about spoilers, all right, then I would suggest you don't watch. Like I said, there's 2 episodes this week. Episode 5 was a little bit of filler. Agreed. So, yeah, like I said, there's 2 episodes this week just because they want to make sure to finish the show a week ahead of the premiere of Andor. Andor is Andor is the week after the finale of the season. That's why they released 2 episodes this week. Technically, they could release 2 episodes any of the next 4 weeks, but they decided to do it this week for a reason. Yeah. So next week we're going back to 1 episode. Okay, but episode 5 it is kind of a filler. Okay, episode 5 is a filler. I'm not sure if Blind. I'm gonna send the invite to Blind, but I'm not sure if he's gonna join because he might be behind. Okay, so episode 5 is a filler episode. Okay. This episode, we see part of this episode in the trailers. What I mean by that, this is the bank robbery episode. Okay, we've seen the trailers. If you see the trailers as the season start before the season, the trailers we see bank robbers with different color mask, purple, yellow, blue, etc., red, green, right? Well, this is that episode. This is tonight's episode of that, right? Now, this whole episode takes place in the bank. Bank. That's it. The bank is the whole episode. The bank robbery. This whole episode of this of episode 5, right? And we also get an introduction. So I knew this ahead of time that Kamala's dad was gonna be in the episode because that was confirmed a long time ago. So that's not a surprise. This was confirmed, so it's not a shocking cameo. It's just fucking Kamala's dad. And they talk, and and he mentions Kamala, Miss Marvel, and Daredevil. Matt Murdock hasn't even heard of her. And he has a fucking bobblehead. His father has a bobblehead. I don't know how Kamala Khan already has a bobblehead. She became Miss Marvel in New York, in New Jersey. Then I don't know how already right away she has a bobblehead merchandise about her. It's so weird. Whatever. I don't care. That's not important. What's important here was, why was Matt Murdock at a bank, right? Why was Matt Murdock at a bank? Okay. Why was Matt Murdock at a bank? Well, yeah, I think she made that Funko Pop. There's no way they made a Funko Pop of her. She's not popular enough in the Marvel universe. Like to have somebody, all right? There's no way. Okay. So yeah, so let's get on with it, guys. Let's get on with it. So why was Matt Murdock in the bank? Well, he was looking to get a loan for his firm, his firm, his firm, right? Uh, Kamala Khan's father. You know, every time you gotta go when you want to ask for a loan from the bank, you always have to make sure you can pay it back, all that. So he's asking for a loan. Unfortunately, despite them, having fun conversation, getting all cordial with each other, he couldn't give the Kamala's dad couldn't give him a loan, couldn't give him a loan. Okay. Oh, also, this is taking place on St. Patrick's Day too. Last episode we had Latvia Day, and some people, for some damn fucking reason, were fucking so stupid about last week's episode. Just for this reason, I've seen on X, people thought they were talking about Latveria Day. Last episode was Latveria. Latveria. No, it was Latvia. 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 It was perfectly clear it was Latvia, not Latveria Day. Why would they celebrate Latveria Day? They're talking about Latvia. Latvia. It was a Latvia Day. And this episode was St. Patrick's Day. This took place during St. Patrick's Day. Okay. Okay. You see the St. Patrick's Parade outside. And Matt Murdock is Irish. Irish American, right? Irish American. He doesn't speak Irish. His last name is Irish. He doesn't speak Irish. He doesn't act Irish. He's Irish American, right? Might explain why he's Catholic too. Right? So he gets rejected, right? He gets rejected for a loan, right? Gets it rejected. All right, gets rejected. Leaves the fucking bank. Leaves the fucking bank. He actually leaves. So when you see him in the bank again, he's in the bank twice in this episode. At the beginning, and then about 10 minutes later, he comes back into the bank. Okay? So, when he leaves the bank the first time, you see in the alleyway what seems to be a group of bank robbers planning to rob the bank, right? Planning to rob the bank, right? And so they have machine guns, AKs, whatever, machine guns, doesn't matter, it's just machine guns. and they go into the bank and take everybody there hostage in the bank, right? Whatever, right? Everybody are hostage. Now, Matt Murdock wasn't there. When they took everybody hostage, Matt Murdock wasn't there. Now, the father played a very crucial role in this episode. The father, Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel, played a very crucial role. Okay? He managed to sneak away for a bit and press the secret alarm. You know how sometimes okay, he's on the second episode. Blind will be here soon. Hope he's feeling better. He's on the second episode. He you know how Banks, when they trigger the alarm, you have a button down below a desk or something. Well, he didn't have that desk. He went to an office in the bank and he did that, triggered the alarm. Now the alarm didn't go off, but it still triggered an alarm for the police or 911, right? And the police came, right? The police came. SWAT, hostage negotiate. Okay. Excuse me. I'm just looking at something. Okay, I'm just looking at something briefly. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment below. I forgot to do that. Right? So, yeah, the thieves all had different coloring toques. All of them. Okay? All of them have different coloring toques. All right? Now, and Daredevil, Matt Murdock, he has enhanced hearing, right? Blind's on the second episode, so he'll be here soon. And I think I spoiled it. Well, I think I spoiled the second episode. Well, whatever. Right? So he obviously has enhanced hearing. We know that he has enhanced hearing, right? Oh, so, okay. Okay, so he hears what's going on. So he goes back into the fucking bank with all the hostages, right? And he sets himself as a hostage too. Obviously, the reason why he goes back in the bank and pretends to be decides himself to be a hostage is obviously he's working here, right? He's doing this he's taking it slow and find a way how he could stop this bank robbery. So how he could take down the thieves, right? You can't just go busting in there and start fighting, busting in there and just start attacking all the thieves because they'll start shooting the hostages, right? They'll just start shooting the hostages and be like, fuck your plan. And the lead hostage, the lead bank robber thief, he was, he was Irish too, I believe. I don't know. I'm doing this. I don't know. It was funny. It's like it was a very Irish themed episode. I don't know. I don't know. All right. And they were there, when they were there, they want to get to the vault, but the bank manager, the person who has access to the vault, apparently was not there, right? It's not there. Not there, right? So Kamala Khan's dad said he could open the vault, but he lied. He lied. He doesn't know the codes, the passwords to open the vault, and Matt Murdock picked up on that, right? Like he picked up on that. Now the police got there, and obviously led by one of the lead detectives, uh, Angie Kim or something like that. I think that was her name. And she was negotiating with the leader, right? The leader about what the leader wants, what's like what can she do for him or whatever. And what she has to promise, what he has to promise him. He said, and he obviously in these situations, they always make unrealistic demands. The criminals, right? And she said, "I'll try my best. You have to promise me to you can release two hostages, right? Two hostages, all right." So what happens is he agrees. So it goes back to where the hostages are, Matt's there, and all the other hostages. He picks this woman, and he picks Matt Murdock as the two to free because he doesn't like Matt Murdock. He doesn't like Matt Murdock, and him and Matt Murdock. Matt is like, you know what? Why don't you switch me for the woman's husband? Because that woman that was chosen as the one to free the hostage is gonna that the leader of the heist was gonna free. Husband there, right? Remember, why don't you choose him? How about you swap me for the husband? Okay, okay, and yeah, and here's the thing: Matt Murdock and the leader of the bank, the thieves, start having a conversation. Start having a conversation. Because he asked him what his name is, Matt Murdock. He so says so. Matt says his name is Matt Murdock, and I realize, oh, by the way, that's an Irish name. Irish name, right? Irish name. And have a conversation, and he does agree to the swap with Matt Murdock versus the Matt Murdock swapping with the other hostage's husband that they're going to set free for the leader of the heist and the hostage negotiator of the New York PD or detectives agreed upon, right? So they get freed. They get freed, right? The bank robber in the yellow mask is the one that's tasked to go with them out of the bank, and that's what happens. You see that? You see that? No sexy in episode 6. Um, okay, there's no sexy in episode 6. Man, I okay. All right. Because that happens. So the boss takes off his mask. Well, he's not really a boss. It turns out he has a boss. He has a boss, right? The bank thieves have a boss. That this is they're tasked to achieve something in the vault. It's not money. The vault doesn't have money. It's the vault usually has a bunch of other vaults of personal items of right personal items, right? Um, no, there isn't. Not even episode 5. No. Okay. Right. I like when the hostages really start talking. Like when the hostages that's on the ground, that man is like, yeah, I'm a Mets Jets, and I don't know what would he say, Rangers fan. I'm a Mark Messier signed puck from '94. 1994 is when the New York Rangers won a Stanley Cup, and Mark Messier was the best player on the team, the captain. It's funny. No time. Did I send you a link? Oh yeah, I did send a blinded a link. Okay, I like that. So Matt, Matt. So I forget which guy with the colored toque went with Kamala Khan's father to the vault, right? Matt Murdock said he had to go pee, right? Matt Murdock said he had to go pee. And the boss wasn't there. It was one of his other guys, fine with the gun. Matt, they go down the stairwells, and they get into a scuffle, a fight where Matt takes him out. I gotta say this. No, Punisher is not in these two episodes. I gotta say this. I'm disappointed in Matt Murdock. He just had a hard time. Matt Murdock, this guy who's fucking Daredevil, skilled as hell, just had a hard time with the bank robbers, bank thieves. I have to critique. He had a hard time taking out the guy in the stairwell. Took him 2 or 3 minutes to take out a regular bank thief in the stairwell. I'm sorry, but like this guy who's vigilante, who's skilled in martial arts, boxing, all this, had a hard time taking a regular fucking bank thief, bank robber. As one of my criticisms, as a criticism I have in this episode. No, okay. So he takes one of them out. He puts him to sleep. No leg lock. Puts him to sleep. He didn't kill him. If people think Grace is probably gonna say, "Oh, he killed that guy by choking him to death." No. He didn't kill that guy. He just put him to sleep. He knocked him out, basically. Okay. And then he goes to the vault and takes out another bank robber who was there with Kamala Khan's father to make sure he opens the vault. Yeah. All right. And because Kamala Khan's father doesn't know how to open the vault. And he easily takes out that guy. And then Matt, Matt, and Kamala Khan's father. It's like, yeah, they're working for somebody. They are working for somebody, and they're here to achieve something. There's something specific in mind that they want. The blue mask guy was Kamala Khan's father. Okay, yeah. And there's specifically something in the vault that these bank robbers want. These bank thieves want for somebody that they hired them to achieve, to claim. Okay. And Kamala Khan's father is like, it's impossible to open this without the codes. It's locked. It's impossible. And with the hearing, with Matt Murdock, with the hearing, his enhanced hearing, he's able to, with the locks. And you see when he was unlocking the different passwords, because there's more than one lock on the vault. You see the inside of the lock too, with all the things that connect the locks and together to open and close. You see all of that. That's pretty interesting. And he opens up the vault, gets the vault open, and they're obviously looking for something. Right? They go in the vault, and you see all these smaller vaults, right? Smaller vaults because of where people put personal items, right? Keep the personal items in, and they have to they're looking for. They have to find a key. So the guy with the blue mask had the key to one of the vaults, right? And they didn't know which vault to look into because there was no specific number or whatever to put on one of those smaller vaults, right? So they had to kind of try. I mean, it didn't even take long. It took like 2 minutes for them to figure out. And they figured they got a vault open, and they looked in, and there's this looks like this golden orange crystal. Now, I don't know what it relates to. I thought it looked like a mini infinity stone. A mini fucking infinity stone. That's what the bank robbers were looking for. A mini infinity stone or something like that. I don't know. I don't know what it exactly was. But that's what I thought it was. A mini Infinity Stone. Yeah, let me really think of this. What's up, Blinded? Why didn't you finish episode 6? Finish it, man. Finish it. Well, I'm not even talking about episode 6 now, man. Finish it. Muse is a good fuck for being a random cycle person. Okay, I haven't talked about the episode 6 though. Okay, honest, right now, I'll get on to that. So, uh, the leader of the bank, the thieves, had no patience left. No patience left, and he's um right, no patience left negotiating with the police, and decided the SWAT team decided to go in. They got enough, decided to go in. They threw in the canister, for. Where are you? You said you're on episode. You said you're on episode. You said you were on the episode, man. Like half an hour, 20 minutes ago. Okay. And as I was happy that chaos was going on, no hostages got shot. Lucky. Matt Murdock managed to take out the yellow, the guy in the yellow mask. Okay. Oh, also, Matt warned the leader before that yeah, they're about to bust in because Matt sensed the hearing, heard the SWAT team what their plan was, what they're going in. Say they're gonna go in. You either give up now, you're gonna be killed, right? And he says, "I have what you want," and he tosses to them, and all the shit goes down. Takes out the yellow guy. The leader of the guy goes into an office, changes into costume of a police officer so he could get away. Matt, obviously the superhero, hears this, doesn't starts following him, escapes, starts following him. Before that, one of the hostages turns out to be working with the thieves. It's an inside man, or can I say inside woman? Woman, because the person working with the thieves that was pretending to be the hostage was not a man, it was a woman. Yeah, we'll get to. And he supposedly tossed the little diamond, orange, gold, crystal, whatever jewel to to her, right? To her. Uh, so when the leader takes a person on a police costume, don't know who the boss was. Never revealed. Never was revealed. Um, he thinks he's an escape, but Matt Murdock manages to capture up to him. He actually puts on a mask and he takes out the guy. Takes out the guy. The woman thought she had. So the woman who thought she got away, she thought she had thought she had, but it turns out it was a candy wrappers or something like that. Golden candy wrappers, whatever, like a caramel, whatever, right? But Matt had the thing the whole time on him. Or right, and then later at the end of the episode, you see Matt talking with Kamala Khan's father again. Thanks for saving him, all of that. The Kamala Khan's father has the crystal. Even though they got on good terms, he even invited Matt for dinner for saving him. He said he still couldn't give Matt the loan. After not even saving his ass will get you a loan. Will get you even special privileges. You save my ass, but I can't give you fucking special privileges. But the boss was never revealed who the bank robbers were working for. Never revealed. Okay? Never revealed. Now, when I was, because I always suspected they were working for somebody. They were not working on their own. They were not their own thing. They were working for somebody. I always figured that they're secretly working for Vanessa or something. Like Vanessa Fisk. Okay. I figured that's the boss they're working for, or maybe some other mob boss, or some other rich corrupt tycoon. I don't know, but they never revealed which boss. I This is why I feel like it's a filler episode, because sometimes filler episodes like this do lead to something in the future. Because I don't think we're done with the story. We're done with the thieves, the robbers, but I don't think we're done with the story in the sense that who is the boss? Who hired them? Who hired them? Who to commit this heist? Right? Who to pay them for this robbery? Who hired them? Right? I think yeah, Sideways felt like this is a filler episode, and most of it is a filler episode. Most of it is definitely a filler episode. Like 95% of it's a filler episode. But this will lead somewhere in the future of the show because of this very idea. Who is the boss? It's supposed to make you think, right? Who possibly could hire these guys? Like you think is I think like I first thought was like maybe it's Kingpin or Vanessa Fisk. Not exactly Wilson Fisk, but Vanessa Fisk. Somebody else in New York. Look, like there's other corrupt businessmen or godfathers in New York. Okay. Yeah, the heist was filler. And filler is very common in these kind of in a TV one show. Okay. Now I'm trying to delay as much as possible so Blind can come here. So Blind could come on. So we could talk about this because I know he's still watching episode 2, episode 6. Let me with tweet send this. Let me send this again. Yeah, episode 5 is going to be the least favorite because it really doesn't really progress the overall story of the show. What's about, right? Right, like it's the first 4 episodes. There's a straight line, linear kind of story. What it's trying to tell you, right? Episode 5 is not that. It's like a side story within the main story, right? It feels like a this is what it's like. This is like a side quest at best. Yeah, RL, I'd like this show too, man. I agree with you. I agree 100% with you. This episode is like episode 5 is like a side quest in and one of those role playing games, role playing games that have that side quest and not the main quest. That's what this episode feels like, right? Episode 5, a side quest. You could skip 5, definitely. I don't think five is very important to the overall story of the show was trying to tell you. Um, I think it's just trying to tell you what Daredevil, what Matt Murdock could do, and how smart and intelligent he is. Um, well, the thing is, this is a TV show, and it's run like a TV show. You can't really. It's apple and oranges movies and TV. Yeah, yeah, I thought so too, based on the end of episode four. Obviously, we get that finally. Took 6 episodes, but we get that. What's this rumor? What did I see this fucking rumor? What? No, not Daredevil related. What? Sorry, I fuck. Okay, I don't know what I was looking at. There was something like I saw something really, really stupid. I saw a YouTube channel making some really, really ridiculous Marvel rumors. Really beyond stupidity. Marvel rumors, like really, really stupid. It's like pure idiot Marvel rumors, and I laughed so hard. I mean, this website's okay. This YouTube channel said this YouTuber said, "Oh, Marvel Studios, um, Marvel Studios. This is what this YouTube channel said. Marvel Studios, uh, developing a Scarlet Witch prequel TV series. No, it's not Film Threat. It's some random guy I saw who, but some guy said on YouTube. I saw it today. He said Marvel Studios creating a Scarlet Witch prequel series, and I'm like, WandaVision was a prequel to Scarlet Witch. We got Scarlet Witch from WandaVision. That's the prequel right there. Is there a big announcement tomorrow from where? Marvel or from what? Oh, by the way, yeah, sideways. And there's some other rumors in that are really ridiculous too. I mean, if anyway, kind of made me laugh. It made me laugh. It kind of made me laugh. It made me laugh. It made me laugh. Sideways and guys, a Scarlet Witch prequel series, for Disney Plus. That's what I saw. Oh, Marvel, really? I don't know. Film threat. Is it? Is film threat legit? Is film threat legit? I heard of him. Um. Oh no. He's not. He is not real. No, he's lying. He's lying, man. He's lying. So there's gonna be a show called Champions. Okay. Next is Point News. Okay. man. But how far along? I'm asking Blinder right now. Don't listen to Film Threat, man. He's lying. Yeah, I do sideways. I do. I do. Okay. Let's see how far along is he? Because when did Blinder post? 22:51. What is that? Okay, yeah. Send to me DMs, please. Okay. So Let's get to episode 6. Episode 6 is the Muse episode. Finally. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I don't believe him. Okay. I look at the guy's content. The guy, no. Yeah, what became bigger than RDJ is Doctor Doom right now. I seen this guy's YouTube channel. I seen him. Don't. He's a liar. He's a grifter, guys. He's a liar. No, he's a grifter. He's a liar. He's a grifter. Grifters don't have shit. What could be bigger than Doctor Doom right now? What can be? Ironic Ridge is right, man. What can be? I don't know. But should we move on to episode 6? Episode 6, the Muse episode. Muse! Finally, we get an episode solely focused on Muse. Now, obviously, Muse has been in some episodes. but here and there, right? Little bit, right? Teasing Muse, right? Teasing the character of Muse. But this Muse is purely the introduction, not the introduction, but more of a spotlight of Muse, right? And great episode, great episode. Finally, finally, and oh, Kingpin too. Kingpin in this episode at the ending with Adam. Also, we finally see him in the costume again. Matt Murdock finally puts on the costume, Daredevil costume. Took 6 episodes. Took him 6 episodes to don the costume again. 6 episodes. 6 episodes. But finally, Muse has been finally that Kingpin was alerted about a serial killer. A serial killer. Yeah, not fitting his skin closely more was a nice touch. He got fat. Kingpin got fat. Kingpin got fat. That's right. Kingpin got fat. Fat pain. Right? Um. Oh, so Muse, right? It turns out, like we said, we know. Turns out Muse does use the blood of his victims to paint murals, graffiti, right? Murals all over whatever, right? As a work of a serial killer, all right? We know that, but they didn't know that until this episode, right? He picks his victims and has a lair in the subway system, and that's where he probably uses a needle to paralyze them, to paralyze them so they can't move or anything like that. And then he puts the suction thing into for the blood, right? And what's crazy, you see his victims, like his mask. His victims, right? His victims seem like they don't have eyes anymore, right? It's all bloody and like, and there's no eyes, right? It's like those victims don't have eyes anymore. And you see all the bloody stuff right around the victim's eyes with no eyes anymore. It's very, really, very like, it's very disgusting, and it's actually basically Muse's fake mask because he kind of has the same thing. His mask, despite showing him his eyes, he still kind of looks like he has blood running down his mask, and his victims resemble that, except they have no eyes. Once he's done using them, right? You notice that, right? Like, I know you do. Right? So yeah, so this was this was a tale of two characters, Kingpin and Matt Murdock. Okay? This episode, who should we start with first? Matt, Daredevil, or Kingpin? How about we start with Kingpin first? Kingpin. He's pissed off about the murals because all the murals are of him. It turned out to be a serial killer. Right? Wants it to be a little bit quiet, and he's also pissed off at the fact that he's at the social gathering, and his politics playing well. And oh yeah, we also see well, we see Swordmaster. Well, kind of, but we see the guy from Hawkeye. You know, Kate Bishop's mom, who is mom's boyfriend. We see him in this episode. We see Kate Bishop's mom's boyfriend in this episode, episode 6. Toy Dalton's the actor. You know, Swordmaster in the comics, but I don't know if he is. I don't know what. We just he doesn't really play a major role. He's just appears in that episode because he's fucking. Um, I'm waiting for my co-host first. My co-host always comes in first if he comes in. Okay, but yeah, we see maybe another time because I'm waiting for my co-host first. My co-host is always first. Yeah, maybe he could be ironic, rich, but yeah, we've seen him. I don't know, like he's wealthy, right? He's rich, Swordmaster. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna play a major role in the show. I think it's just a cameo. Whoopie doo. I mean, they don't even mention about Kate Bishop's mother, Eleanor, in this episode. It's probably moved on from her because she's in prison, right? Eleanor Bishop's in prison. Make sure. Oh, babe, I forgot to do it. 1997. YouTube wasn't around in 1997. I remember. I don't remember. What about the real fans who've been on YouTube with you since 1997? Well, I don't know if it's possible because I wasn't on YouTube in 1997 and YouTube wasn't around in 97. And it's late where I am too. It's late. And if all right, so I'm ending this in about if Blind doesn't come on, my co-host doesn't come on, I'm ending this in about in 45 minutes. Let everybody know. Because it's late where I am, right? And I want to get some rest. Episode 7 is going to be fire. Yes. Okay. So we get back to this. Yeah, okay. We get Hector Ayla's niece coming to Matt Murdock's firm to discuss Matt Murdock. She's skipping school, by the way, but you know what? She's all right. She's a 99% student, so it's okay for 99% student to skip school. Won't affect her grade. Won't go on her permanent record. Colleges and universities won't look at that. Right? And she's still obviously devastated by her uncle's death. She comes to Matt, right? And she talks about what her uncle was doing. Her talks about how her uncle was investigating this string of kidnappings. string of kidnappings, right? These random kidnappings. And obviously that's fucking Muse, right? It leads to Muse, right? Um, before he got killed. And I like the part where this is something for the cops to handle. And she's like, it's the cops that killed my uncle. And Matt's like, yeah, you got me. And Matt at first is like, no, I can't deny this, I can't do this. And she got mad, pissed off, right? Mad and pissed off. Walk, right? Kingpin on the other hand, well, he has to do something about these the serial killer, right? He do something about crime. So this is the beginning of the anti-vigilante task force, right? The anti-vigilante task force consists of police officers that are willing to go the extra mile to get things done, or officers that have been discharged or reprimanded, right? Not exactly the best, but willing to get things done dirty, right? Willing to do things that are. And one of them is that fucking guy, Powell. Powell! From the other episodes, Powell happens to be on the fucking task force. You know what I'm talking about. Okay? Fucking Powell. Yeah, Powell. No, Sony won't let him happen because he's not allowed to appear in Disney Plus shows. That's the deal they have with Marvel Studios. He's not allowed to appear in the shows. Yeah, and because in this show, part of season two, there's anti-vigilante task force. Daredevil forms a group of vigilantes. Now, Kristen Witter says she's not in season two. I don't know if I believe her or not. Whatever. But we don't see Punisher. We do get Punisher mentioned. I mean, Daredevil's girlfriend once kind of is fascinated by vigilantes, fascinated by the mind of vigilantes, and she first suggested, I want to talk with Punisher Frank Castle. This is like then she mentions Daredevil, and he just kind of looks at her like, like, yeah. Right? Yeah, it won't happen. That won't happen, man. This won't happen. Um, like in the cartoon, Kingpin does kind of form the animated movie show from the 90s. Kingpin is responsible for creating the Sinister Six in the animated series that consists of Doctor Octopus. If I remember correct, Doctor Octopus, Scorpion, Mysterio, I think Rhino. Who else? I think there's two more. Shocker. I forget the other one. There was another character. I forget. But in the animated show in the 90s, Kingpin is we did form the Sinister Six. It wasn't Vulture though. I know Vulture was in that one. Okay. So yeah, so we know what happens in season 2. Like this show feels like it's a two-parter, right? You have that feeling, right? And it originally was supposed to be like a two-parter, like 18 episodes, but it's going to be 9 episodes each, I believe. So 18 episodes, 2 seasons combined. Okay. The Anti-Vigilante Task Force is formed, right? All right, so, and then, we get fuck. Hector's niece start she starts investigating, continuing her uncle's work. And she managed to get captured by MUSE. Um, Hector's maybe Hector's sister called Matt, explaining to Matt that her daughter hasn't come home, and that gets Matt worried, and that's what brings Matt out as Daredevil again. He puts on the costume. Cole North, what a bad name. Cole North, it's a bad name. And that brings out his costume again. He's Daredevil again, and you see him swinging from rooftop to rooftop, just trying to rescue Ayla or Ava, whatever. Okay? And Muse has captured her, right? And Muse does what he does. She puts him on what looks like not a table, but one of those surgical kind of tables. Injects her the needle to keep her, probably still, paralyzed, still, right? And then Muse has a feeling. And Muse has a feeling that somebody's wandering onto his lair, and he was right. He goes out of his lair, waits for the train to pass, and then he sees something red, and Daredevil just charges at him and beats, and they start fighting. Where Muse held his own, but Muse is clearly outmatched. And but he managed to defeat Muse, right? But he goes to save Ayla. Muse escapes. Right? Muse gets up and escapes. He was out for a few minutes, but he gets up and escapes. Right? He escapes. Saves Ayla, right? Saves Ayla. With Kingpin, while that same time is going down, while that fight is going down with Muse, Kingpin goes to what seems like, where he holds Adam, the guy that Vanessa was having an affair with, Adam, right? And he has an axe, right? With him, right? An axe. He pulled a Michael Myers. Yeah, he did. He had an axe with him. And Adam thinks he's getting freed. But no. What Kingpin was doing was what Kingpin was doing was making believe Adam has a chance against him. And he threw the axe into Adam's cell, and he takes the axe. Adam takes the axe and goes attacks Kingpin, and Kingpin just in that fight, Adam took an ass whipping, mega ass whipping, beating, clearly out of my. Even Kingpin broke the fucking axe, okay, and he had no fucking chance, Adam, against Kingpin, no chance. No fucking chance against him, okay? It's like, this is what makes Kingpin. After what you saw in Hawkeye and Echo. Finally, they do something about Kingpin, right? Because they did terrible with Kingpin and Hawkeye and Echo. Bad. Here, they're making him look badass in this show. Fucking badass. Like how he's supposed to be. Okay? That's how Kingpin should be. And Adam, like, damn, you're dead, Adam. I thought he killed Adam. But he just threw him back in his cell. Yeah, Kingpin was a cartoon character in Hawkeye with a fucking Hawaiian shirt. He had a Hawaiian shirt. Remember that? When did he come back from Hawaii? I want to watch Echo. Curious how they did Kingpin dirty someday. Oh my god. I don't want to watch Echo. I would fall asleep if I watch Echo. I I really would fall asleep. If I watch Echo, I fall asleep. Okay? Like, Echo is a good show if you want to fall asleep to, because that's what Echo to me is. Okay? 6 episode show that makes you want to fall asleep. To be honest, Kingpin should have not been in Hawkeye. Is why why they handle him. Um, I think it could have worked. It's just it's just that it's a little bit watered down because it's Disney Plus. Like this, with this, they decide not to make it Disney Marvel Disney Plus quality. It's more like Netflix quality. So you could tell you could tell how Kingpin is treated in a different format, right? Here. Now I'm looking for something. John Campia is going to have a stream in like an hour. Ah, but I agree with most of you. I don't think they. I think yeah, they wasn't treated well in in Hawkeye. I kind of think expected that. Echo, even in Echo, I mean Echo. I think Echo is a little worse. At least against Kate, against Kate, he did get shots in, some shots in. With Echo, I don't think he got anything in. Anything. I don't think he got anything in Echo. Not even one shot. With Kate, at least Kate struggled against him. Echo, I don't think Echo struggled against it. I think like he was like completely outmatched. Nothing in Echo. I really do feel like they buried him in Echo, but they saved him in the end of Echo when the idea for him running for mayor was teased. when he's coming back to New York at the end of Echo. And you know what I like about Muse? I just like his facial reactions through the mask. He does look like a sick motherfucking serial killer, right? A quiet serial killer, right? He doesn't look like a serial killer that's like, I don't know. You know, he doesn't look like a Ted Bundy, right? A Ted Bundy, good looking, you know, you know, gets the woman because he's good looking. He's not like a, right? With Muse, he just looks like somebody that's messed up in the head, who's very a classic serial killer trait is not he's not sociable, right? He's not right. He's what is it when you say about serial killers? They are they struggle with social skills, right? What's it called? Right? He really he'll be back in season two. Um, yeah, he may not be back in this season. There's a possibility because they said he's going to be confirmed for season two. He may not be back in this season, and they're just setting up him for a future appearance in the next season. Sometimes they'll do that. Sometimes they'll introduce villains like these shows. Since Daredevil is not going to be like a typical Disney Plus Marvel show where it's going to be one season, right? One season, because this is more like how TV is developed. Because Marvel Television decided to go more to how TV shows are developed instead of the first few years where it was a TV show, streaming TV show, but it was designed, it was produced, made like a movie. It wasn't typically antisocial personality disorder. Thank you. That's good. Yeah, that's what I meant. Right. He wasn't the Disney Plus shows in the beginning were not exactly they weren't exactly ran like how TV shows are meant to be ran. No showrunners, no anything like that. Maybe it's CS, maybe, possibly, maybe season two or three. But there's a reason why they're showing her a lot. She's gonna be important down the line. So that's why they're introducing characters that are gonna probably be in the future seasons, like a typical show does. They want to get an introduction. This show is gonna be more ran like a typical TV show, kind of like the Netflix series, right? Netflix series has three seasons. This is gonna be one like that. Got multiple seasons. I'm not saying it's gonna be five or six, but maybe three to five. So they want to introduce to some of the villains in the first season. This is going to be run like a typical TV show with a showrunner and a format, not like the early days. And Disney made that transition in 2023 to in 2023. I believe they made that transition to how they're running their their Marvel Disney Plus shows. Which is smart. In my opinion, I think it's very, very smart to do that. Because you can tell. I wouldn't be surprised if they greenlight a third season. Season two is already greenlight. I wouldn't be surprised if they greenlight a third season after this season ends. Um, they push forward a third season after this season ends. And season two is already on its way. I just I wouldn't be surprised in the next few months Marvel Studios announces season three for Daredevil. Because we are getting season two next year. Next year. That's very it's not common these days. Streaming shows usually don't are not yearly anymore. They're usually every 2 years. Shows based on streaming are usually every 2 years, right? All right, Blind, come in, buddy. We'll fit. Okay. Streaming shows are usually every 2 years, right? Last of Us is 2 years. House of Dragons 2 years. Lord of the Rings is 2 years. Peacemaker's well, Peacemaker's 3 years. Loki was 2 years. Streaming shows is usually 2 years, but cable shows are usually a year after. Okay, in the black suit. Yeah, film threat. Oh, there's blinded. I didn't hear him. Oh, okay, I can hear you now, blinded. What's up?
What's up?
I'm good,
I'm
man.
pretty good.
How you feeling?
I still have like a bit of stuffy nose, but I mean it should be gone in a couple of days, I guess.
This guy blinded, is set up a wildstorm all over the internet.
Wait, who?
you, you
Oh
know.
yeah, me. Yeah, I'm trying to start uh just cause as much problems as I can.
Yes, you are.
So every day I'm just gonna just keep posting lies and see where it goes. 'Cause I'm just sick and tired of that goddamn platform.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah, I'm sick of every community. Every single community I think is ruined by Twitter. I'm
here's
just
a
gonna
stupid.
spread as many lies.
Here's a stupid lie that I believe Sideways just told me like an hour ago. No, maybe half an hour ago. He says like
Mhm.
film threat.
Yeah, film threat. Yeah.
Yeah, like you can believe his bullshit. He says Marvel's gonna have huge news, bigger than Doctor Doom. The casting of Doctor Doom is tomorrow. I
Wait,
don't believe.
film threat?
Yeah, that's what film threat's claiming. Yeah, he even
But
had the
isn't
goody.
film threat with or am I mistaken? Isn't that Chris
Yeah,
Chris Gore?
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah, I've been putting out my first leak it got the attention of Daniel RPK. He
and I
denied
saw
it.
that. I saw that.
Because he had to deny it because apparently it started spreading on Reddit. Someone made a thread, and my lies was attached to all the things that Daniel RPK has said. So he had to come out and say, "I never said this." And you know, I mean, it doesn't matter
Here's the
if you
thing:
never
Chris
said it;
Gore
it's gonna
doesn't
now
have
be part
Chris.
of the
Chris Gore
lies.
doesn't have major Marvel news. That's all bullshit. That's
No, yeah,
bullshit.
I'm
Even as a
I'm gonna
live
keep
stream,
I'm
he
gonna
has a live
keep
stream set to
trying.
it.
I'm even gonna dabble. Like my most recent post had to do with Elon Musk. So
I
I'm gonna be spreading as
I saw
many
that.
lies as I can.
I saw your post. I saw
Yes,
it.
I might have to switch my name on Twitter. My like this. I'm putting this out here because I doubt anybody will see this. But if they do, fuck you. And because I'm so sick of that fucking platform. So my bio is an anagram. I'm not sure if you've seen my bio, but it's an
Yes, I have.
anagram for I spread lies. So that's how deep I'm going in. I'm going every day. I'm just gonna post a report, a fake
I
report,
I saw
on
some.
every single community that I can.
I saw the most with. I didn't click on the video. I saw the thumbnail today from this YouTube channel talking about Marvel. You're gonna laugh at this because I think Disney Plus, Marvel Studios, Disney Plus, Marvel Television is developing a Scarlet Witch prequel series. And I'm like, what? They already have a. Why would they? What? Scarlet Witch is ready. They're ready. Scarlet Witch is ready. The One Division is a prequel to Scarlet Witch, basically.
Yeah,
It's a,
these people, they don't fucking know anything. That's why at this point it's like the scoops and rumors and all this bullshit that goes
yeah,
on. Like fuck all these people who participate in that bullshit. Daniel RPK, go fuck yourself. You put a fucking scoops behind a
paywall.
Patreon.
Yeah,
Like how like you don't even write an article or anything. You don't even have a site. You just put up a fucking you ask people for money for fucking insider information. How ridiculous is that?
yeah.
That's ridiculous, man. Like, And so it's like you got all this stuff right, and then you have
Did
clout,
you
so
did you
now you
ch-
charge people for
did you check his
for
paywall?
if
Did you check how much
no,
of the?
no. I mean, I bet. I mean, there's different tiers you can have on Patreon,
I
but I
mean, most
mean,
of the
like,
stuff he gets is wrong though. Most of the stuff is. I don't know why
yeah.
people
I
see
mean,
his gospel. Most of the stuff he gets
yeah,
is wrong.
yeah, it's like, listen, I'm putting out lies, so there's
Yeah.
so many lies that these people have to fucking belly up. These people should not fucking exist anymore. Okay? Like I'm
Scoop.
sick and tired of these scoopers, these people like people on Twitter and everything. So I just want to see the whole thing fucking burn to the fucking ground. Okay, that's where I'm at right now. Where I'm just like, listen, I'm gonna troll. I'm gonna say as many lies as I possibly can, so these people can get the hell off the internet. We don't need these fucking grifters or and they are grifters. Like they talk about,
Uh-huh.
um, like they every day. It's like they gotta put out some shit. Oh, I just heard about this on the MCU. Blah blah blah. No one gives a fuck, man. No one gives a fuck. First off, one, you ruin the surprise of this shit. And then for fuck's sakes, man, it's like you can't even keep your story straight. So it's like go fuck yourself, man. I'm so sick and tired of the. That's why I'm. It was hilarious. Like when he responded, I was like, damn, this definitely got around. Then this was definitely passed around once I attached his name to it, right? Yeah, and fuck you. I'm attaching to anybody's name to the shit that I feel like should not exist in this space. If you want to do journalism, go make a fucking site and pay and then charge people for your site and articles. Don't charge people for fucking two sentences and fucking insider information. That's gay. I'm sorry. That's
At least
gay.
At least Jeff Snyder charges $1.
At least Jeff Snyder's actually doing interviews with people like
No.
I'm not gonna
He's
go
just
after
an
Jeff Snyder,
he's
but
just an
I would.
asshole. He's just a jerk.
He's just a snotty uptight bitch. But I mean,
Yeah.
uh, everybody else, I mean, if you don't have a site and you're just fucking sitting there putting out
Songwriter's
information,
book.
go fuck yourself. Take that goddamn dildo and put it right up your fucking hole, man. Get the hell out of here, bro.
This
It's
man.
better than Zod Writer's book. Laugh my ass off. Yeah, these people, man. Oh my god. I don't know. I'm just sick, man. I'm just fucking sick and tired of this bullshit. I don't give a fuck no more. I don't give a fuck. Fuck these people.
Yeah. All right. Let's get on to this. You just finished the episodes.
Yeah, I did finish the episodes. I'm sure people are going to complain about the fifth episode.
Yeah, it's a filler episode,
Yeah,
pretty much. But the thing is, a filler episode. It's important in the sense that you got to see more of his skills and what he can do, and
yeah,
introduce us to a little bit more of the New York PD. Also introduce us to like
mhm,
potentially another villain down the line. But it is a filler episode. I mean, yeah, I mean, like fucking they showed Kamala Khan's father. I didn't think he was
yeah.
gonna have a major role in this episode. I thought it was just gonna be like a cameo,
Well,
but
I
he was
think
like,
he's going to come back, right? Because there's a scene with him at uh Matt's office. So I'm pretty
yeah,
sure he's coming back. I actually liked that episode, even though it was a filler episode, because it was like,
you're never gonna see Kamala Khan in the Daredevil show because Kamala Khan's target
no,
audience
I
is
don't really.
kids.
I gotta be honest. I'm kind of bored of Kamala
Yeah,
Khan. I mean, I thought it was funny
she's a
when he was
kid. She's
like,
a kid hero, right? She's more for the kids than just
"Yeah, I don't,
mature.
I don't really want to see Miss Marvel in this
Yeah,
show at all." I mean, I don't mind if the
she
dad
has to
shows
fit the
up or
tone.
no. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
I don't really want to. Listen, I'm not a big fan of MCU Miss Marvel. I've already
No.
made that clear. I don't mind
No.
Miss Marvel. I just don't really like the MCU version of her. I think she's just more annoying than she needs to be. Like
I wonder if Brie Larson, if she's in Avengers Doomsday, is she gonna wear a wig? She's bald, isn't she?
right now, I don't even
Yeah.
know.
Is she bald from her play? Is she gonna wear a wig?
Mm,
Brie
I don't even think Captain Marvel's gonna be in Doomsday, to be honest.
Uh,
I feel like there's gonna be certain characters who like
yeah,
are
no.
definitely not gonna be in there just because they're not like
She,
popular and they don't really know how they fit in. I think Miss Marvel will definitely be in the Avengers, but not Captain Marvel. Some people are calling Miss Marvel an industry plant in the comics. Well, I here's the thing, right? I think it's really weird what they're doing recently, where they're adding Miss Marvel. Now, I don't know if what like how they're doing this exactly, but they're adding like Miss Marvel to like basically older X-Men events. So like she's gonna be
Yeah,
part of the Dark Phoenix
she's
and
mutant,
Apocalypse
basically. Yeah,
and
yeah.
so yeah, I'm not listen, I don't really care. I mean, they just had an X-Men comic that they canceled with Miss Marvel because it wasn't selling well. And to
Um,
be honest, that book was not good. I read it,
there's
the
a
first issue, and I was like, this is awful.
there's a rumor champions Disney Plus series.
Yeah. The
Like,
champions being the young Avengers, I think makes
but
more
none of them
sense. I
are.
mean,
Not, most of them are annoying as fuck.
yeah,
Like,
well, most of them are annoying. Like I said, I'm not looking forward to it. Even the champions, like the recent stuff they've been doing, has been kind of cringe in my opinion, like different like kid versions of other Marvel characters like Moon Knight, and I'm not a fan of all that stuff. I think it's cringe. Like just have the normal champions, or like you can have Squirrel Girl on there, or
yeah, scroll.
different characters, not like kid versions of
Yeah,
characters that already exist. That's why I kind of wish Miss Marvel would age up already and not be a teenager, because she's just really annoying. um, they did have an adult version of Miss Marvel in I think it was Avengers Twilight. Um, and there was
yeah.
like older superheroes, and she was like an aged up version. So I would like to kind of see her grown up and not be this like annoying like fangirl. I kind of just don't like that about the character. It's really annoying now. It's kind of played out in my
This
opinion.
this episode, I don't think there's really much talked about this episode except like episode
No, it
five.
had good suspense.
Yeah,
It kind of was, yeah, it was just like a filler suspense episode.
I
Like
gotta say this.
I think it will come
I'm
back around
disappointed.
though.
I'm disappointed. I have to criticize the combat in this episode. Why he shouldn't
Mhm.
struggle against thieves? He struggled against a thief in the stairwell. He shouldn't struggle against a thief. He
Well, he
should
had a
choke him out. Like
gun.
that's true. I mean,
He had a gun, and then
I
he
bet
was
you think
holding.
Grace is gonna be like, he killed that guy. He choked him to death. I bet you Grace is
Oh
gonna
yeah,
say that.
Grace doesn't. I don't know. Grace watches Daredevil, and then then in her last review she admitted that she's not even that big of a Daredevil fan. Which again, I kind of need to know what characters Grace
She's gonna
likes
hate
in
this episode.
Marvel, because then I feel like the characters that she doesn't like, we can kind of gauge like, okay, like,
Hmm.
because it's like, well, all of a sudden now it's like you've been reviewing Daredevil for years, and then you're like, yeah, I'm not a big Daredevil fan, and you're like, "Huh?
Yeah.
I mean, okay, I mean, whatever, but I mean, you made it seem like you were a fan and you were knowledgeable and you know all this shit, but apparently you're not. Okay, yeah, there is a kid version of Moon Knight. There's like kid version of Cyclops and all these like other characters. It's the
The
current
only
champion run.
the only thing I'm interested in is who's these bank robbers working for. That's what I'm more interested. That's the only thing that's interesting about this episode.
Yeah, I
Honestly, like
don't I don't know if that main guy who got away was like a
he didn't
specific
get away.
villain. I didn't. Oh
He didn't
well,
get
he
away.
well he broke his legs and then
Yeah,
I guess he got arrested.
yeah. He got
But
knocked out. He
yeah,
broke his leg and then he knocked him out.
right. No,
Yeah.
I meant like the guy who like because he got
No, he
away
had a
from the
boss.
bank,
He had a
the
boss.
boss. That's what I meant.
He had his own boss, right? He had a boss. Like he was working
Well,
for
I mean
someone.
the guy who was operating in the bank. I mean, right? Because
Yeah,
he got out of the bank disguised as a cop, and then he got beat up. That's what I'm referring to. I
yeah.
don't know if he
I
is
think
like
he has a boss still, right?
yeah,
He
but I don't
said
know if that guy is a specific character because they did say his name, I believe, and
Cole
um
something. Cole Young. Was it Cole Young? No. Cole
no,
Nor.
no,
Cole
because
Nor.
he gives the fake name, right? He says Jesse James, but then they
Yeah.
say I don't know where they say his name. I can't remember where, but so I was like, maybe I'm just making that shit up, but
Uh,
um, I don't know. Maybe it was just a throwaway. I mean, it doesn't really matter, right? It was just there to have like a bit of an action episode. I could see why they dropped two episodes because if this was one episode, I'm sure people would be pissed, right? They'd be like, oh my god, I got on with it and all that shit
Yeah,
like
like
that.
because this episode like is not very linear to because this the first four episodes are very linear to what the story was trying to tell about the
Yeah,
show, but this one is, and this is like I best compared. You know how you play role playing games or games that have
yeah, this is like
main
a side
quest?
mission.
Yeah, it's a side quest, basically a side mission. Yeah, it's for
Yeah,
the right.
it definitely was a filler episode.
Even though the side mission may play later on in the future of the show because of who hired these guys, right? That may be important.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I do
Yeah.
think, yeah, because it's either
Mhm.
my my guess is that Kingpin hired these guys.
I figured Vanessa, but I don't know. It might be Kingpin too.
Maybe, yeah, maybe Vanessa hired. I mean, it has to be one of those two, right? And either, I don't know, get this jewel, whatever the significance of that jewel was, but it's been returned. So,
I think, but the question
oh
is
well, I guess maybe.
the thing is why would Kingpin hire them if can he just go in there and like, go to the bank and just be like, yeah, this belongs to me? Like they're
Who
stealing from
know?
someone, right? They're stealing from somebody
Yeah,
else,
I mean,
right?
I do wonder though, because maybe because since, like I said, I think Kamala Khan's dad is gonna come back. Maybe he um gets sued because they think he stole the gem.
Oh yeah,
Because
they do leave it with them. Yeah, he
yeah,
does.
so maybe that's how he comes back. Because yeah, I don't think that episode is just like a throwaway. I just think it
Oh
introduces another storyline that's gonna come up.
yeah,
But yeah, I still like the
that's
episode.
That's because this is this is an actual show. Like, yes, it's on
Yeah,
streaming, but it's one like an actual TV show, unlike the past Disney Marvel shows. Because this is
right.
right. They already have a season two. They're probably have a season three or four. So they have to set stuff up for future seasons.
Yeah, but I think this is gonna get resolved in this season. I mean, we still have three
Probably
episodes left, so it might
Like
tie
Muse.
in.
Yeah, like Muse is
Yeah,
gonna be
well,
back.
I
Well, that's confirmed.
I think sorry about that. I
That's
think
all
yeah,
right.
he
Like I didn't cough on
um
stream before.
yeah, but still yeah, I don't know if he'll come back right away. I mean, we'll
This
see because I
season,
mean
yeah.
they are juggling a lot. So you can kind of tell like yeah, we only have three episodes left, right? So it's not like everything is gonna get resolved. So I'm sure
No.
people are gonna be upset about that. But again, I think the main climax is probably going to be Daredevil and Punisher. I don't think we're going to see that for another few episodes.
Yeah, yeah. Like Punisher will definitely be in the final three episodes. Um,
Yeah.
I don't think the
Well, I
thing
think
is
final two episodes.
final two. Yeah, well, yeah. There's three left. There's two. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Um, the thing is, we really don't have like the main. You could still say he's technically the main villain, Kingpin, but you really don't
Yeah.
have like that one other main villain that's the focus point of this show. That's kind of like you don't have two main villains in the show.
Yeah.
One's
I
King.
mean, Muse was kind of like that, but I
Yeah,
mean,
but
yeah, I don't know how they're going to do it.
a serial killer that antisocial doesn't talk does shit like that. It's not really a main villain per se because not like because
No,
he doesn't do
yeah.
anything else, right? Like you kind of like need like Bullseye be like somebody like that, right? I
Yeah.
mean
Bullseye
Bullseye I
was
think
in the
comes back.
trailer.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
comes back because there's a picture they released a picture and I think he is.
Yeah.
I
And
mean
I don't know for sure if, I mean, is
unless
Foggy really dead? That's another thing too.
unless,
Is he
unless
really
if
dead
Muse they
or
That's what Muse they show him in this civilian persona because I think we all believe in the first episode that kid who was at the
yeah,
Daredevil's book.
that's definitely Muse.
Yeah, and he does talk. He's not like he's a mute. He does talk.
No, yeah, he was trying to get the therapy, but yeah, I don't know how
Maybe it's
that's
like
gonna play out.
maybe he's like one of those villains. He knows he's sick and he's trying to get help, but he can't help it, or something
Right.
like that. Or he's just being a psychopath or a sociopath. Right? He doesn't specifically target. Like
Yeah,
serial
he just
kill.
targets random people. But again, I mean,
Yeah,
he does come back around, and I really doubt that they're just gonna swipe it away until next season. I think the next episode is going to deal with the fallout of what happened in the this episode,
And then
right?
yeah, Mute is an introvert. I mean, like most serial killers are introverts. Well, actually, no, serial killers are not. Some serial killers, a lot of serial killers are actually extroverts. Like you talk about a
Some of
lot
them,
of
yeah, some of them are.
like the most famous ones you could talk about, like Ted Bundy. He's an extrovert.
Yeah,
Joe Gacy, extrovert.
yeah. There's
Right.
definitely a mix of them. I don't think being an introvert or extrovert makes you like. I don't think it really
Sociopaths,
matters.
sociopaths are. I think psychopaths are more introverted than sociopaths because sociopaths, tend to
Yeah,
be on the community more, right? I guess
psychopaths.
psychopaths are a little bit more introverted.
Yeah, yeah. Because sociopaths, they kind of like change their
Yeah,
um personalities and adapt to people and stuff like that.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I guess that makes sense. I mean, yeah, I'm
Like, sociopaths are not born; they're kind of created. Like, psychopaths are kind of born,
yeah.
right?
Well, I think sociopaths are also I
I'm not
I
sure.
don't think either is created or it's like that's still up for debate.
Well,
But I mean, there is a lot of like um brain chemistry and issues
yes,
with certain people like so I mean there's also that too. There's a lot of different factors that go into those things.
yeah. Muse could take a beating.
Yeah, I was a little bit shocked that he was able to fight Daredevil a little bit. Thought he would
Yeah, what
just
do you?
get punched around. I know
Also,
Muse
like,
was in the Charles Soule Daredevil, but I never really read that run because I never really liked the first couple of issues of it. Like I just didn't really like it. I didn't really like Blind Spot and uh,
Muse, Muse is, yeah, he's gonna be back, but he's more of an anchor for part of the Kingpin's politics, like in this episode,
yeah,
right? Right?
yeah,
Just
definitely. Like they're
right.
using him as a
Yeah,
way to establish, which by the way, also in this episode, they just mention swordsman and then we obviously see what's his name come back and
yeah. He's just there.
interestingly he's like, yeah, he's against the whole
Yeah,
vigilante anti-vigilante push. So yeah, I'm thinking about reading all new Daredevil. Yeah,
yeah.
I thought
Because I
about
think he
going back
cares
to
about
reading
Kate
it too.
Bishop. I
Yeah, I thought that
mean,
was interesting that it
he
was
doesn't
like,
mention
okay,
her, and
because that's another character too yeah, it's like, is he
I'm
gonna come
surprised
back
he went
again?
to that. Like blinded, I'm surprised he went to that thing, knowing from Hawkeye. It's like I'm like, wait, this doesn't make sense. Why?
Um, what do you mean? He doesn't.
Because he was dating the Eleanor Bishop, Kate, the mother,
Yeah, he was.
and he wasn't the bad guy. We all thought during the Hawkeye series. I mean, I thought during the Hawkeye series he's gonna turn out to be a
Yeah, he
villain.
was gonna be the bad guy, but no, it was like a fake out.
Yeah, in the comics he's a villain. In this he's not.
Well, the swordsman starts off as a villain and then turns into a hero.
Yeah, but he's already a good guy in this. He's already a good guy. He's nothing like he's like big. It was a big
Yeah.
cop out, and I figured, but why would he go to this with a Kingpin there? Like, why? Knowing the Kingpin's history with his, I mean, obviously, dude, she probably broke
Well,
her
he's
heart with
trying to push back, right?
Howdy Degrassi. Yeah,
What's up, Degrassi? Yeah, he's trying to push back. So, I mean, kind of makes sense.
you would Marvel scoops. Howdy Marvel scoops.
Yeah, Marvel scoops.
He knows about you, Blinded. I told him about you.
Yeah, I'm gonna just spread as many lies. He missed my rant, my just as many lies as I can because I hate these people and I think they need to go down. It's time someone needs to get rid of these people. Because they don't contribute anything significant. They are now taking people's money for insider information. They don't even write articles or anything. It's just literally, hey, this is what I heard. And it's either BS or you know what I mean? Like,
Hmm.
and nobody calls them out for it. I think it's weird, right? Like, if you want to do some articles and write about what you know and fine. But if you're charging people for just two sentences of information, it's just weird. I think it's weird.
I got Degrassi. Did you hear? Chris Gore has some big Marvel scoop that's gonna tomorrow. I'm not lying, Degrassi. I'm
Maybe I
not
should
lying.
beat him to the punch and put out a lie. See what happens. What a
It's Degrassi.
dumbass.
Degrassi.
Yeah, the Marvel Scooper Wars has begun. Fuck him.
Joe Casey. I said Joe Casey. John Wayne Casey. Shut up. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
wrestler,
John Wayne
but
Gacy.
Brady's based on him.
Yeah.
I'm not lying, Degrassi. Sideways is the one who told me this that Chris Gore film thread says there's bigger Marvel news that Robert Downey Jr.'s Doctor Doom could be announced tomorrow, and he actually set up a stream about it.
It's gonna be lies. It's gonna be straight up lies.
I'm kidding. Hey, Red, where have you been, Red? All day, all day, all day,
Red
man.
is Red is gaslighting Daniel RPK too. That was funny as hell.
Really? Where?
Yeah. He's like Daniel RPK said, I never said this, and Red said, yes you did. I was there when you said it. Yeah, just gaslight these people. Like screw the I'm sick and tired of these people, man. Like they just contribute
Hey,
absolutely nothing. And they want money for it too. It's just sickening. It's sickening. I'm like, you listen,
you see my
do
time of Shy's X account?
some effort.
There's less scoops, a lot of like this other shit on it. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Her account's been so suspect lately, and not talking about
Yeah,
scoops.
just spreading lies, man. My time to shine. Because it's like they make money off of this too, right? Like,
Yeah, she has
so
like a
it's like,
sub thing on her channel on her
yeah,
account. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. It's like, what the hell's going on here?
And then you hear like Art, Dino RPK says, "Oh, Spider-Man's looking for a female villain." And then you hear My Time to Shine say the same thing, or My Time to Shine might have put it out first. Then I know RPK said it. I don't.
Yeah, I don't even know who said it.
Yeah, you should do this. I mean,
But put out
I
Marvel Studios obtains oh, yeah, but it has to be like believable, right? Like that's the tricky part of it is like how do you
I
put out a
saw
lie
I
that's like believable,
so blinded put out the fake
but also
rumor.
trolly too. You know what I mean? Like,
Blinded Blinded put out the fake rumor that Spider they're looking for like a 30 to 50-year-old character to play Harry Osborn or something like that. And I saw some people like Celeste Timothy Chalamet. I'm like, I believe me that. I really did
oh my
blinded.
God.
Yeah, I actually did. Right? You're the one who
My
put the fake
God.
Osborn, right? You're the one who did that, right?
I said Norman Osborn,
Norman.
Carly Cooper,
Yeah.
and the Menace. The
So people
Menace.
said
Yeah, and
Timothy
that it was gonna
Chalamet,
take
I'm sorry,
place
but he'd be
on
a
Spider Island. Oh
yeah.
shit, hold on.
Yeah, the Spider. I was like, that was you. Well, I did not. Oh, the Russo's one wasn't you then. So who made that Russo's one?
No, I don't know who put out the Russo brothers one.
I don't think Marvel's worried about the Russos making Doomsday. I think
Yeah, because
worried.
there's all these like stupid scoops. Like I'm not even talking about like just
Yeah,
Marvel and well DC. There's no real scoops because James Gunn shuts it down, right? So no one touches that really. So that's kind of hard to like make up a lie about, right? But
but
like
this.
for some reason, like today, there's some report from Tom Henderson that the Switch 2 is gonna come
Oh,
out in three waves. There's gonna be first party, and then like the third party devs are gonna get dev kits, and you're like, this
what?
makes no fucking sense. It's like they already have dev kits. There's no way in hell you would give a dev kit the fucking month the console comes out. Like, oh, fuck. It was like this is like a nothing burger fucking scoop,
I like
right?
your
And it was
scoop for the
like,
Switch.
yeah, I just put out fucking like there's no fucking Nintendo Direct tomorrow. You know
No,
what I
there
mean?
isn't.
And
It's
that's
next
just
week.
well, they were saying there was gonna be one this week for the original Switch. It's
No,
like there was
why?
fucking none.
No, it's next week. It's next. It's next Tuesday. Next Tuesday.
Yeah, next is it next Tuesday, April
April
2nd?
2nd. Oh no, that's a Wednesday, I think.
Yeah, Wednesday. Well, it's like, yeah, like all these
Yeah,
people say shit and it's like, and then you got these people who are like so like they're impatient and they just it's like just settle the fuck down. You know what I mean? Like, holy
yeah.
shit, man. Like so it's like that's also annoying too. It's like these like this whole like scoop and rumors and all this stuff like that. I'm just kind of getting sick of it. Like it was fun to speculate and see all this stuff, but like I don't really want to know all this shit anymore. Like these people are making money off of just information. They're not even putting in an effort. You know what I mean? Like they're just fucking oh, I didn't even get any kills. Okay. But they're just um
Excuse me.
yeah, they're building this like reputation off of like putting out information and it's like why don't you actually do some fucking journalism? You know what I mean? Not
Mhm.
smash JT journalism, but real fucking journalism.
Smash AT
Yeah,
journalist.
smash JT journalism because they all fucking sit around and be like, Assassin's Creed Shadows is failing, and it's like, or like, I don't know, my tolerance, something. I just woke up one day and I was just like, you know what, fuck these people, fuck these people. Another one that I'm sick and tired of hearing, but this is not scoop related because we were talking about this. Why are all these clowns going like, oh, you know, I don't want to see Superman fail, but
Oh, I
based
talked
on all
about
the
this.
things I'm seeing, it's failing. And
Oh
none of the
yeah.
stuff they show, Sean O'Rourke or fucking Matt Jarbo and fucking all these like people where you're like, what? Why the fuck do you guys put out shit that makes no sense? There's no factual fucking evidence that anything you're saying. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Why can't you just come out and say, you know what? I'm not looking forward to the movie, but you got to put up this shtick of like, I'm excited, but like the movie's not going to do well. It's not going to make the money we think it is. Okay, well, what money do you think it's going to make? Well, it's going to make 700 million. Well, no one thinks it was going to make $1 billion. People think at the most it will make 700 million.
So the
So,
Fandango list came out, and Sean Wark like did a video on it or a post, and it's fourth on the Fandango list,
which
right?
is meaningless because you know what was like the
Yeah,
number one fucking movie last year on Fandango? Venom 3.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Did that movie make money? It didn't make fucking $700 million.
It didn't even make
Did it
half
make
of that,
a
I don't
billion
think.
dollars? No. I think it made 500.
Oh, 500?
But it's like you can't really trust these like these polls, right? Like who fucking knows, right? Like people say one thing and then it's like the movie comes out and oh my god, it has all these good reviews and then people go see it. Like no one is like there's tons of movies coming out at the same time as Superman, right? It comes out in the
Yeah, three
summer.
major ones.
Yeah, so it's like, it comes out in the summer. The fact that there is movies coming out that people want to see, like after years and years of fucking, there's barely anything to see, or I'm waiting for this movie in the summer. Now you got tons of movies, and now they're like, well, they can't all compete. Like,
Hmm.
okay, I don't know. I just think these people,
MI8
when I
has a
see this
larger
shit,
budget.
I'm like, it just makes the criticism sound like actual legitimate criticism sounds stupid now. Like because it's like you got people saying that here, oh, they're trying to pad out the money it makes by releasing it 2 days early.
No, but here's the
Where's the
thing:
proof that
movies come out Wednesdays before. It's been done a lot before. Jurassic World's coming out on
movies now come
Wednesday.
out on Thursdays?
Well, yeah, they do. Technically, they say Fridays, but they really do come on Thursdays, right? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's like yeah, and that's another thing too. It's
Jurassic,
like so all these
Blind
people,
Jurassic World Rebirth is coming out on Wednesday this year. This
yeah,
year,
this
July
is this is
2nd.
not. I mean, this is not a new phenomenon, but
No,
again, it's like oh, like I don't know
it comes up.
what like what.
Movies come out Wednesdays actually be very common.
Yeah, I really don't know. Listen, these people. I
Like
haven't
this,
heard
man.
these people in a while. Okay,
Yeah.
I haven't heard these people in a while, but
Shadow
when
Work
I go and
was
check, I
Shadow Work
see they kind of
blinded.
say shit that no one even agrees with.
What makes me frustrated that Work works in industry and he says that knowing that movies have come out Wednesdays has been a very common thing. Like, come on.
Well, why do you want? Why do you? Okay, first off, one. Why do you want Superman to fail when it's probably the one of there's like three movies in which could make a substantial amount of money this year, right? So why would you want to see Superman fail?
Is that are they padding? They're padding.
Especially when most and the thing is like all these people say, oh, well, there's no buzz or whatever. You guys live on social media. I mean,
Actually, there was buzz
social
for
media is
Superman.
negative about almost every single fucking thing. I mean,
There was a lot
there's
of
people shitting on Jurassic World right now. What are you talking about? The internet
yeah.
is geared towards shitting on shit. Like it's not even a good fucking rule of thumb anymore, right? Like people say one thing and it's like another thing happens, right? So I don't know. Like padding it to have one world, one day release. No, yeah, he didn't sadly.
Like,
Oh, well,
no,
Daniel RPK apparently blocked you, Red? That's crazy. He
no,
hasn't
he
blocked
didn't. He
me.
didn't.
That's funny.
He
Oh,
didn't
he
though.
did in the studio. I don't know. These people, I don't know. It's like they just say things, um, and then like when they go, "Oh, I don't want it to fail," but then like they
Something.
spend 7 videos talking about why it's going to fail. Does that make any sense?
No,
Does that make any sense?
no.
You know, if there was factual information where you're like, okay, we have tracking, we have, you know, trailer numbers, it's like, okay, listen, I was skeptical of the trailer numbers, but it's like when you see it, you're like, okay, I can't fucking deny the fucking facts, right?
No, and
So
Shadow War is to the point where Shadow War. Oh yeah, this if the movie fails, Warner Bros is gonna sell DC. You're gonna sell DC. Like, what the fuck? You're not gonna sell DC.
if it completely fails, Warner Brothers is gonna fucking just belly up at some point. They're just gonna have to sell off to another fucking high bidder. But
They're not gonna sell
the
DC
chance
though.
of that happening, no,
It's
they would sell the entire company to somebody else.
yeah, yeah. You're not selling DC to somebody else, right? Like, no.
I mean, and no, I don't. It's none of that fucking shit is going to happen. Let's be honest. Let's actually be honest. Like, if Superman does well, there could be even still a chance that Warner Brothers just sells or David Zaslav just sells off Warner Brothers. Who fucking knows? You
Mm-hmm.
know, like I don't know. It's just such a weird fucking reaction. I think truly deep down these people just they're not they don't like the genre anymore, which is fine, right? Like listen, I will always like the genre. I don't
Me
care if you call
too.
me a man child, whatever it is. I'm in it until, you know, the end, right? I've stuck through a lot of fucking shit, right? I've seen lots of crap comic book movies, read crap comic books. I don't really care, right?
Yeah.
Some people they weren't into it until the movies and they only cared about the movies, which is fine, right? But it's like first off, one, these people who are always like, oh, you know, DC was failing before, failing, and then now all of a sudden they're failing before they even fucking start the reboot,
Yeah.
before
Yeah.
James Gunn even, you know what I mean? Like, oh, they're doing worse than ever before, and oh, no one wants this shit, and they're like, okay, so when the movie makes a ton of money, right? Are these people going to fucking say I was wrong? No, no, because these people
Move.
literally come out on the internet and tell you how they're right about everything. Like, come
Move.
on.
Movie
Just go
fucking
and
go.
watch their videos. It's they literally talk about how they know everything. They're right all the time. It's like so listen, it's going to if it is successful, you'll never hear them admit that they were wrong. They're just
Well,
going to move on to the next fucking lie.
yeah. I just get tired. Like Shadow War just like stupid
No,
things
I
to make
haven't
his point.
listen, the only reason why I don't like Sean anymore is because I said one fucking thing about the Dark Knight and apparently he blocked me.
What
Oh
it was
yeah,
about
I'm
the
on a vendetta spree.
what's the Dark
I'm not
Knight?
even gonna
What
I'm
did you
not gonna
say about the
fucking
Dark Knight that got you blocked?
I said the Dark Knight circle jerk gets annoying, and then he
Oh,
blocked me. But yeah, I don't fucking know. I talked to him and everything, and over that, apparently I got blocked. I have no fucking clue. Again, I don't even go and use that was like a while ago, but I mean that
yeah.
was when I was on Twitter and then I came back obviously to now do the fuckery that I'm doing now. Because I don't give a fuck no more. I really don't give a fuck. I'm so sick and tired of this
Why?
shit.
You know what they should get worried about? I mean, it's only months away, but we should get worried about Thunderbolts. They should, because they're not really promoting Thunderbolts that much right now, and it's a month away.
No,
For Captain America, they started promoting Captain America a lot 2 months before the movie came out. They're not doing that for Thunderbolts. That's
yeah, who know?
worrisome.
Oh shit, I forgot.
That's worrisome. Maybe it's a little early,
Yeah,
but it's not that far away. It's about
yeah.
4 or 5 weeks.
Superman is the most licensed movie in the history of licensing. Listen, I want the movie to do it like bonkers numbers now, just to like
Just to piss them off. Yeah, me too.
just to piss them off. Yeah, because it's like you go and listen. Like I'm like, okay, I want to see what their take is, and the take makes no sense. It makes no fucking sense. It's like no one wants this, no one's interested in this, blah blah blah, and you're like, where's the
Dude,
evidence for that though?
people, Superman has a fan base that goes back years and years. I don't know what people are saying that.
And then they go, oh well, uh, you know, Man of Steel was successful. Man of Steel only made 600 million. So if this movie makes more than 600 million, now granted, no one talks about inflation, but if this movie makes more than Man of Steel, then these people can't fucking say anything. What they're going to say is, right, this is what they're going to shift to. Well, that's because James Gunn has an established audience with the Marvel movies, and people like those movies, so they went to go see this movie. That's going to
Well,
be their excuse,
that's
even
how it
though,
works, though. That's
but
how
that's how it,
promotion works.
yeah, that's how it fucking works, right? But that's how they go. I don't know. Listen, I think
Yeah.
these people have like a
You
preference. They just don't want
you
to
ever heard a
say
term from
anything.
the blinding from the director of this and this budget? You know,
Yeah, yeah.
right? Like, come on.
Like you got to pull up one of these videos and see. Like I'm not making this up when I say like their points make no sense.
Yeah,
It's like you just again you're not looking forward to it, which is fine. But instead of coming and saying, hey guys, I'm against this. Here's my opinion, right? They go, all the evidence points to nobody likes it. Where? Where is
where?
that though? Where? Oh, Fandango. Oh my God, it's not number one, it's number four. Holy shit, wow. Like that, oh, that means everybody doesn't like the movie, even though it's the fourth most anticipated movie of the year.
Oh,
Hmm.
yeah, yeah. Fantastic
Strange.
Four, yeah. But Jurassic World is number one. Yeah. Uh,
Bizarre.
oh,
Bizarre.
number four. Four is not good enough for these guys. You know, four is not good enough.
Yeah, and it's like and like I said, the Fandango, whatever the fucking website is,
Fandango.
it's not like they do polls all the time and it never really turns out to be true. Right? So maybe it is not fourth, maybe it's number
No.
one, maybe it's less than that. So it's like so again, it's like it's a metric that is kind of meaningless. You know what I mean? Like tracking, I feel like is a little bit more substantial, right? Like the trades report on it. There's industry people who analyze. That's more of something I would look at and be like, okay, the
Okay, yeah. The
tracking
Ben
is bad
Affleck.
or the
Did you hear?
tracking is good. Yeah, Ben Affleck. Yeah, I did see Ben Affleck talk about, he's not interested in superheroes, and then it got too dark or whatever like that. And that's, man, honestly, I have no fucking clue what he was talking about. Where it's like, I mean, Batman vs Superman made $800 million. I think if
Yeah.
it was good, it would make more money. I don't think it has anything to do with dark or whatever he was trying to say, right? Because it's like, well, I mean, he was saying like Batman is now not really a kid character, right? And it's like, well, I mean, that's
Yes,
what
he's
it
been
is now, right?
for decades actually
I mean,
since the
so I don't really
'80s.
understand. Listen, I don't really agree with what he's saying. Like, I get he's over the genre, like, he had a bad experience, whatever, right?
I mean,
But like, I didn't really understand where it's like,
comics.
that has nothing to do with why your Batman failed.
Honestly, Marvel and DC haven't been specifically. It's not, comics are not really meant for kids anymore. They're actually meant for young
Well,
teens and
like
young.
kids still read. I was at the comic book
Yeah,
shop and there was a kid there with his dad
but
buying
comics become
comics.
so violent and there's violent and there's swearing. It's past
Yeah,
decades.
I would say it's definitely more for like all ages.
Yeah, It's
right?
just,
I don't, because it's like there's no way
I
Marvel is
mean,
just going to
you're
make
not
stuff only
you're
for
not gonna you're not
kids.
gonna let a kid read a Killing Joke, okay?
No, but there,
You-
well, I don't know. I don't think it's that dark. Maybe a teenager, 13. You know what I mean? Like 13 for Killing Joke.
yeah,
I don't know.
you're not
There's
giving a
not it.
kid. No, not the kids. You're not. I'm not gonna give a kid like um, The Dark Knight Returns because that's very violent. That's brutal. Um,
Yeah, I don't know. It sort of depends on the age. I think 13. I read those comics when I
and
was 13.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
13 is fine. Um,
like I said, I think it's the medium. In order to make all that money, it has to be appeal to a broad range of people, right?
this is the problem.
And
Like,
the chances are that the comic book genre itself, it appeals more to adults now because they
yeah,
grew up with it and they stuck
because
with
kids
it.
are not
And
buying
there's
it.
well, yeah, and then you have like Alan Moore who's like, oh, people who buy this stuff as man children. You know what? All right, I'm a man
Yeah,
child. I mean, it does like I don't know. Listen, I don't give a fuck what you do in your free time as long as you're not fucking killing people. You know what I mean? Like you're not
killing
doing
people.
anything fucking illegal.
Do
I
stuff,
I don't
do
even
legal
and
stuff.
illegal like illegal in terms of like you're harming other people and doing
Yeah,
like
I know what you mean.
terrible things, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But like I don't really understand like the obsession. Like there was like a
I mean,
post again on Twitter where people are like, "Oh yeah, I
can
would
you,
never
can you,
uh there's too many man children
what
nowadays."
decade
And you're
was it?
like, "Shut the fuck up, man."
I don't know if blind. I don't know if
It's
the blinded. I don't know if the grass was alive, but it was it the 60s or 70s where they censored the comics.
yeah, they had the Comics Code of Authority.
Can you
That was because
imagine?
they because the core comics, that was like in the 50s,
Can you? Yeah.
50s,
Can you?
40s.
Can you imagine what the comics now and that what would appear the comics from this era? If they would appear in that era because it's
Yeah.
nothing compared to that.
There's no way, yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah. Right? Like Killing Joke would not be allowed to be made in
Yeah.
that era. Okay. Um, a lot of this stuff, man. I mean, the Joker in the original incarnations of 40s, 50s is cartoony as shit. But since the 80s, the Joker is not meant for kids. Joker is not a kid-friendly character. Maybe the anime shows, some of the anime shows, but overall, he's not a friendly kid character because you know the shit he's done. The writer is done with the
Yeah,
Joker.
they were not suggested for mature readers.
Yeah.
My little brother definitely read The Killing Joke. Yeah, when I was a kid, I read those comics. I think it depends on the kid, right? Like, I mean, my mom
Well,
showed me rated R movies when I was a kid too.
parent has to know the kid. It's like you're buying them a fucking Grand Theft Auto game.
Yeah, like yeah, my dad bought me Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
I
Because
mean,
he knows he can
I'm
handle
not
it.
like I think yeah, it really depends. I mean, some people are not comfortable. I don't know. It's up to the parent, right? Um, I probably would give my kid it, but it really depends. Like, I would have to see their maturity level. Um,
Yeah,
and like, I'm
definitely.
not gonna give it to them when they're like super young because it might fucking fuck with them a little bit.
I
Like, I think
think I'd rather
13, 12.
I'd rather
Yeah.
have him read a comic book than actually be on YouTube and listening to bullshit people on YouTube that grift and
Yeah.
do bullshit.
I mean, yeah.
Because there's a lot of that,
Yeah, there's a lot of bullshit on YouTube, but yeah.
and parents do a terrible job monitoring the kids on social media and YouTube. Like terrible, terrible. And you see stupid idiots like ranting with vengeance and others. It's terrible.
Yeah.
All right, I think it's kind of late. It's 12:30. Next week probably won't be as long because this is after
Yeah,
that.
because
This
this
is
was
now.
yeah, and I
Yeah.
started late because I was working on stuff.
Yeah, and you're a little bit sick still.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, we'll do something tomorrow. Maybe look at it. Great. Let's see if Grace Randolph bitches on it tomorrow. I mean, I posted the
Oh, she's
video.
gonna complain for sure.
Yeah. It's-
Yeah,
yeah.
people are gonna complain. Like you open up and people are never satisfied. They always complain. It's one thing to talk about criticism and stuff, but it's one thing to live in it all the time.
Look, I should complain about TV shows and movies, but I don't let it dictate my life.
No, I mean criticism should be, hey, like I think
Yeah,
it should be a balance. What I'm trying to work on is like there's some things I might not like, but at the same time there might be things that I do like in a project, right?
yeah,
And I could still enjoy it even though I see flaws in it, right? So that's kind of like the approach that I've been taking recently.
yeah, yeah. I think I just know one thing about Grace. That's 100% sure. She's gonna wear the same thing again and again. The red lipstick and the red and then she's gonna be in her red outfit.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's probably tomorrow. And maybe if this huge Marvel news breaks from Chris Gore, we'll talk about that. I doubt it, but whatever.
Right. Yeah, it's probably
Yeah,
gonna be BS.
probably could be more of your rumors blinded.
Yeah. Some BS from Chris Gore.
Do you know how I know it's BS? Because he made a live stream about it. It says major Marvel news, that stuff like that, and it says Hollywood on the rocks. That means it's bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the name of the live stream. Like the guy's a fucking moron. But yeah, we'll do it. I'll take a look at Grace tomorrow. Um,
All right.
I don't know. I'll do
Yeah.
Thursday.
Grace Clown Randolph.
Grace can't land off. I mean, I'll look at something Wednesday no Thursday for sure. Something else Thursday will not be Grace. I don't know if they're doing a detracting Thursday. Something else Thursday is not detracting.
Mm.
Um,
Maybe there's news or something, hopefully.
yeah, news is starting to pop out a bit again. I mean, this weekend in like last few days of last week and the weekend, the news was kind of light.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
been
She
kind of lame.
thinks this is a good point because when Grace says she likes some of Daredevil, she criticizes it more than she gives than she like and describes what she likes. Like if you watch a movie or a TV show and you
Yeah.
criticize and you say you like it, but you criticize more things than you like, you don't like the show
Hmm.
or movie. Sorry,
Right, right.
no,
No, yeah, that is a good point. That is a good point. I mean, yeah,
yeah.
when they stack up, then yeah, you didn't enjoy it, right?
Hopefully,
But if
acolyte.
there's only like a few of them, and
Oh,
this is how I see it, right? If the positive outweighs the negative, then you definitely liked it, right?
there's
Um, and then vice versa, right? If the negatives outweigh the positives, then you liked it, right?
there is hopefully acolyte Degrassi, but not what you think. Premiere is going to be Freaky Friday, the sequel.
Bruh,
He really is. He's in that movie.
bruh. I didn't even know that. He's from Canada.
Yeah, he's Canadian. He was
Yeah, I
at
didn't
Comic
know that.
Con, Toronto Comic Con this week,
Yeah, that's
last
where I
week.
was like, oh, I didn't
Yeah.
know he was Canadian.
But yeah, Ahsoka season 2 is supposedly starting filming soon, filming right now, or getting ready to
Mm.
film. Probably get announced at Star Celebration next week. Not next week, next month. I don't expect the Disney CinemaCon to be all that big anyway. Well, for the people that are going to be there, but whatever. Um, That's true. Degrassi, the guy creamier is in Freaky Friday too. With Lizzie Lohan. That's actually the top 10 list, isn't it? It's like number 10. Freakier Friday. It's gonna be Lizzie Lohan's big comeback. I mean, Lizzie Lohan's actually been in some stuff, but she's been in smaller stuff, right? So this is gonna be her big comeback,
Right.
right? Lizzie Lohan, right? All right. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment below. Oh, do you before remember like there was like a rumor a couple of years ago? Somebody said Lizzie Lohan was going to join the MCU.
Lindsay Lohan?
Yeah,
Really?
I forgot who it was. It might be my time to
I
shine.
don't
I
know
don't
who
know.
said that. That's crazy.
She said, I remember time to shine said Jessica Chastain is being eyed to play someone in the MCU like in 2022.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
It's been 3 years.